Hello traders, how are we? Hope you're all well. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome back to Simply Forex. Guys, we are together as one big happy family for about 40 minutes, guys. All right, so you use this time and ask as many questions as you like within this 40 minutes. All right, I'm Trader Tom. I don't bite. Don't be scared. You can ask me anything. All right, perhaps not about my personal life, but about trading. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Within the live stream, we have some super important news, right? I'm also going to show you a trade that I took today. All right. And like I say, we're going to take all of your questions and answer as many as we can. So that's the plan. If you like the plan, then subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. What we should start with, guys, is really this. I'm just going to show you the news we've got coming out. I'm sure all of you are aware of this, guys, right? But we've got the ECB interest rate decision coming out. All right, so that's coming out at 1:30. And they're expecting to keep the interest rate the same at 4.25%. Okay, so we shall see, and we'll look at the reaction of this trade, of this news. But this is just as important. You know, all of these figures as well, these are all extremely important figures for the euro. Okay, so it's not just the interest rate. We're getting a lot of data at once. But typically, interest rate and these figures all come out as expected. Right, it's rare that they're a beat on expectation or worse than expectation. All right, so we'll look at that when that comes out. And let me show you the trade that I'm in. Right, let's start there. Also, let's see who is in the live chat. Colin, hello, how are you, Colin? Welcome to the live stream. Haven't seen you for ages. And guys, yeah, come say hello. Come leave a question. I have just had an alarming amount of coffee. So if I look like I'm sweating, I'm just sort of sweating out caffeine. It's also incredibly hot here in Dubai at the moment. Like, the humidity is crazy. And I'm going for a walk later in this weather. I must be mental. Okay, good. You're saying hello. Hello, Michael. Hello, Brett. Hi, Kibria. Connor Fallon. This is a new name. Hello, Connor. Hamed. Hey, Tom, how's your afternoon going? Good. Yeah, it's been a bit slow today, guys, really. Not a lot setting up. But again, let me show you the trade that I'm in, right? And let me just show you this, guys, because we've got our VIP Discord channel, right? This is where I put all of my trades. And as you can see, this is the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade that I'm about to show you, right? If you would like my entries every single day, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. But this is the trade that I'm going to show you, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Why did I get into it? Well, first of all, if we start with the weekly chart, right? In fact, let me get my alarms out of the way so you can see this a little bit clearer. All right, let's remove these. So on the weekly chart, we are bang at an area of resistance, right? Literally bang at the very tip of it, and we haven't broke it, right? And this weekly candle so far is bearish, right? But, it's Thursday. We still got another day to go before this weekly candle finishes. But if it finishes like this, right, it's looking like a good selling opportunity, right? So there's the weekly chart. I know it's in an uptrend, right? Clearly higher highs, but it's at such an important resistance level. Now, if we go to the day chart, now I was really umming and ahhing about this trade. So why was I umming and ahhing? Is because, is this a significant low? That was the question I asked myself. And these are the types of questions you should ask yourself, because you need to understand structure. Right? If you don't understand the structure of the market, you don't understand trend, and you don't know which direction to trade. And that you should put your mouse and laptop and close it and never trade again, if that's the case. Yeah. Don't mean to sound too drastic, but seriously. Yeah. So I'm seeing this, guys, right? Even this, is that a significant enough low? Probably not, right? But I've considered that as a potential low, right? Now, this candle is super duper bearish. That is a huge bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. It doesn't matter what the name of the pattern is. All you need to know is that candle is bloody bearish, yeah, and sellers are in control. So if we just take all that information in now, right? So we're at a weekly level, resistance level. We're seeing a bearish reaction at that level, yeah, with this candle here. So we have a big bearish daily candle, doesn't get any more bearish than that. And we've broken, let's say, a significant level, right? And we are quite away from the moving average 20. We're a little bit oversold here, overbought, right? So we're just trying to take price down potentially to this 1033 level. Why this level? If I zoom out, it's just the next piece of support. And, you know, probably the moving average 20 will catch up around there as well. All right. And the reason I really like this trade was the H4. Okay, if we go to the H4 now, right, you can see structure has broken down beautifully. There's that daily level that I'm talking about, right? And if we just follow H4 structure from here, right, stopped making higher highs, and then bang, 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 right? This is where we're at. So we're clearly in a downtrend, lower lows, right? And we've broken that level, and we're below the moving average 20. When price retraces to this moving average 20, I know I have good value, right? And that was one of the catalysts for this trade as well. All right, and basically I've just entered at this level, right? I've seen a bit of a bearish reaction here. I've entered in here, okay, put my stop above this gray zone, because you can see price has reacted in here before, right? To protect myself, here's my stop loss. And I'm just looking to take price firstly back down to these lows, yeah, where I will take some profit. Yeah, maybe I'll take 80% profit, 70%, 60, and then we'll let some profit run. All right, guys. So yeah, that's Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. All right. So I am in this trade. And guys, you know, when I show you trade ideas, please feel free to tell me what you think of them. Yeah, you're like, Tom, I don't like that trade idea, or Tom, I really like that trade idea. I'm in the same trade. You know, let me know. Yeah, if you disagree with it, you are wrong, obviously. No, I'm only joking, but you know, yeah, let me know. I'm interested. And then all the other trades we're looking at are flight to safety pairs. So Euro Swiss franc, I just need to see a retrace. You can see where my alarm is. That's what I want price to retrace to, and I will sell Euro Swiss franc. It's the same with pound yen, right? I want price to at least retrace to this gray zone, and I will sell pound yen. No ifs and buts, I will sell it. And the last one is the NASDAQ. And has this made its move? I don't know, right? It's got a very bearish H4 candle, excuse me. But there's no value here. Yeah, I still want to see a retrace further up into here, maybe here, moving average 20. Because like I say, the closer I am to the moving average 20, the more value my trade has, the more appealing my trade is. Okay, so yeah, that's me. That's where we are with all the trades today, guys. Right, let's take a few of your questions and see who is in. Mohammed, hello. Thapello, how are you, mate? Prathish would like to look at gold. Okay, so yeah, we'll take a look at gold, guys. And also, yeah, please ask me some questions. It can be anything to do with trading, guys, all right? So please ask as many questions as you like. So gold is so popular, like crazy popular. But let's do a top-down approach. Euro news in 5 minutes. Okay, right, yeah, we've got the big interest rate decision. Okay, well, let's look at gold shortly, right? Now, with big news, okay, as part of our VIP Trading Academy, we do a thing called a news straddle, right? I'm not going to trade the news straddle today. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm not, right. But this is how we do it, right? So you take current price. So let's set this trade up as if we were going to take it, right? So we've got 0930 is the current price. Typically, we're going to go 15 pips above. So we'll place a buy order here. Okay. And then we'll go 15 pips below and we'll place a sell order here. Okay. And then when news comes out, we'll see if one gets triggered and, you know, we'll take profit. You know, I'm usually looking for a quick 20 pips profit, but sometimes if price hesitates, I will get out of the trade quicker. All right. So we'll just tee this up in time for the news. And before then, let's take a couple of questions. I will go back to gold, Prathish. Don't worry, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, so Kibri has asked me a question here. Tom, is your analysis done on TradingView and executed on MT4, MT5? Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, the broker I use has MT4 or MT5. I actually use MT4, and I do all of my analysis on TradingView. Like every day, all of my analysis comes from TradingView. I do have to marry up with my broker's action as well, my broker's prices, right? But you know, they're the same. But yeah, exactly that. Because TradingView's charting is wonderful to use, and MetaTrader 4 charting is shit, right? So yeah, it's just a simple case of that. You're still entering at the same price. Yeah, you're still, you know, nothing changes. I just place my orders via my MT4 account. Yeah, but all my analysis is done on TradingView. Exactly that, Kibria. Yeah, that's how I roll. Right, we've got 2 minutes before the news comes out. And just to show you what news we're waiting for, guys, is this... Oh, no, is it in... Let's just refresh this page. Yeah, so in 1 minute, guys, we've got the big news coming out. If we go back to here, yeah, we're just poised for a news straddle here. Also, guys, yeah, before the news comes out, let me just say, if you enjoy my analysis, enjoy the live stream, I give you my daily analysis every day, then please subscribe to the channel. We would love to see your faces. Also, smash the notification button, guys. And if everyone could please smash the like button. While you do that, I am going to have some coffee in my Liverpool FC mug. Let's hope Liverpool win the... So, Kibria, also when you set alerts, it comes to your mobile also. Yes. So I set up alarms on TradingView. Yeah, just like this. Yeah, I'll do like add alert, right, create. Okay, that price is that I'm interested in. And this will, as soon as that's, you know, I'm usually close to my screen, right? You know, trade full time, I'm here trading. But if I am out, yeah, then yes, I will receive an email. You know, an alert will pop up on my phone when my alarm is hit. But I will do that on TradingView. Okay, I use the only thing I use MetaTrader for is for the execution of the trade. Yeah, to buy or sell. Everything else is done on TradingView. It's just that the broker I use isn't compatible with TradingView. So nothing has happened here. Right? 1:15. Yeah, we've just had all the news come out and everything is as expected. And that is the most muted response I've ever seen from an interest rate decision. So if this was the case, I would just, this is now longer a trade. I would just delete this, right? Because it hasn't moved quickly enough in one direction. I'm still sweating coffee, guys. That is some powerful coffee. If I start dancing at my desk, you know why. So yeah, so nothing on on the euro US dollar. What you'll find is this, guys. Yeah, you can see here, you know, in about half an hour, we've got the ECB press conference. This is when the euro may become very volatile, because it's all about how they arrived at the figures. You know, is the message dovish or hawkish? You know, what are their projections, their forecasts? You know, that will probably start moving the euro instead. As you can see, the interest rate, the marginal lending, and the deposit facility all came out as expected. All right, let's just go back to the euro. Okay, seeing a little bit of euro strength, but nothing drastic here, guys. All right, so yeah, that was very anticlimactic. That's the word. Word of the day, anticlimactic. Spell it. Right, let's go back to gold for Pratish. Yeah, that was so anticlimactic, honestly. That was like the dullest news I've ever seen. But I like dull and boring with my trading, so it's good. Right, gold. So for Pratish, we want to look at gold. If we look at the weekly chart, right, I am very conscious of this weekly candle, because as we know, this is a very important weekly level, right? Price has come up and it keeps hitting this level and not breaking it. And this weekly candle has not broken it yet, right? If it finishes, obviously we got one more day for this weekly candle. So if it finishes like this, then yes, we've had a weekly break, right? And I would be interested in buying this, okay? But if this candle finished like this, yeah, it could still be a green body of the candle like that. Yeah, maybe this little wick. But if this wick closes back into this gray zone, I am still not interested in buying gold, because this level has held. All right. If anything, I'd look to sell it if that was the case. So my gold and the direction of gold is quite dependent on that weekly candle. Itchy nose. I'm not picking my nose. It's just itchy. Right. So it's really dependent on that weekly candle. If we go to the day chart, right, it's clearly broken that level. Right. This candle here has broken all of these highs, those weekly highs. But you can see, you know, we've had a few sellers enter the market here as well. So for me, it's all about that weekly candle, right? If we get a weekly candle that breaks, right, then yeah, I would be interested in a retrace into here somewhere, moving average 20 catches up, and then we can start buying gold. Only if the weekly candle breaks this level. If it doesn't break this level, then I will just stay away from gold, because I want to be with the day trend. So let's imagine that weekly candle closes back into here. Maybe we get some price action like this, and then we see a break. Then I would sell gold. So I might not be trading gold for some time if that's the case. Okay, so yeah, really, I would say it's a pivotal weekly candle for gold. Yeah, if it breaks, it's continuing. If it holds, it could come lower. We shall see, guys. We shall see. G'day, Greg. How are you? What else have we got here? Hamed, would really appreciate if you could check the silver as well. Ha ha. Good pirate impression, Hamed. Yeah, so silver's a really interesting one, right? I'm going to say I want to sell silver, haha, right? Because of this, right? Now, for me, let's do a top-down approach. For me, silver was almost one of my trades for today to sell, right? But I'm going to explain why it wasn't, right? But if we look at the weekly chart, right, you know, you could move this gray zone to here, right? You really could, because that's the start of all of these wicks, right? We'll leave it back up here, but you get my point. So in here, right, there are sellers in there, okay? Will they be here? Will they be in here? We don't know. The reaction will tell us, right? So That's what we're seeing there, right? And we are in an uptrend, okay, but we're at these last highs, okay? Now, if we look at the day chart, right, we have had a structure break to the downside, right? We have, yeah, prices come up, retraced, yeah, you can clearly see this level has been important, these lows here, and then yesterday's candle, yeah, the body of that candle broke all of these lows in here, right? Broke all of them. Now, looking at that, that should be a sell trade, right? It should, okay? But there's a couple of things, guys, right? So first of all, we're at the moving average 20. And we know that the moving average 20 is dynamic support. So we would be selling into support, right? And, you know, there's also these kind of wicks here as well. And that just made me pause and not want to take this trade, right? But Hamed, if you're looking for sells, I totally agree with you. It was just a couple of things that made me hesitate with silver. Now, if you look at the H4, we are having a beautiful setup right now. I was looking at this earlier, right? So if we look at the H4, yeah, we are getting a beautiful setup right now, right? There's that level I was talking about. You can clearly see it on the H4, right? We had this sideways action and then bang, right? At this point, you could be forgiven break of this level. We're taking price up to here, right? But then US dollar got strength, silver got weakness, and then we just saw this massive breakdown, right? So now we have lower lows. We are in a downtrend, okay? So we're in a downtrend. We're below the moving average 20. We've retraced into a very nice area, okay? And we're so far, we've still got another, you know, half an hour or so. So far, if I zoom in, we are getting a very nice bearish H4 candle at that level. So very difficult to disagree with a sell. You know, even if we took a sell down to here and then left some money to run, you know, silver's looking like a good sell. And if you think about gold as well, right? Gold is at a, you know, because gold and silver are highly correlated, right? If gold goes up, silver goes up, vice versa, right? If gold goes down, silver goes down, typically, yeah? Correlations will break from time to time, but generally speaking, that's the case. Now, you've got silver in a downtrend on the daily, it is, and you've got gold at a weekly level, right? So if you think about that for a minute, you would probably, you know, you would be led to think that they are both sell trades potentially, right? Gold's at weekly resistance, we can expect a sell-off. Silver has had a daily breakdown, we can expect a sell as well. All right, so, you know, it's probably something I don't talk too much about, but I do look at these correlations between pairs, commodities, indices, and currencies. You know, it's important to understand some of these correlations because it's also good information and can add confluence to a trade, right? It can give you another reason to sell. So I'm not going to trade gold and silver. I'm going to wait until the week finishes, like I said, with that gold weekly candle. But it'll be really interesting to see how these finish. We might even look at these again on Monday. So remind me, guys, on the live stream on Monday, let's take a look at these. But yeah, interesting levels right now. So there you go, Hamid. I hope that helps. Hamid, was you thinking about selling silver? Is that why you asked? Yeah, let us know. Prathish, is it hot in Dubai right now? My God, it is unbelievably hot, right? I literally went for a 5-minute walk the other day and the humidity, I was like, it's like I had a shower. It was crazy hot. And like I said, I'm going for a walk later. Slightly mental. But there you go. Got to, you know, with you know, I go down the gym, guys, but with trading, you know, I like to, you know, because you find yourselves at, you know, in front of your laptop a lot of the time. So I like to get out. Yeah, I suggest you do too. Lightweight Tom, you can go out on the beer, but you can't handle coffee. No, this is true. I'm better with beer than I am coffee. As soon as I drink coffee, I just sweat. This is all too much information, but the caffeine, yeah, pure poison, and beer's not, obviously. Anyway, guys, right, what else would we like to look at? Remember, guys, this is your time to ask me as many questions as you like. And it can be anything to do with trading, right? Strategy, money and risk management, psychology, maybe a currency pair you're in, an indice, a commodity, anything you like, guys. And also, if you are, you know, if you're a trader and you know, it can be quite a lonely place, then please come join our trading community, right? We've got like-minded traders. You can have a chit chat. You can share ideas, knowledge. So please come join our free Discord channel. Okay. Yeah, come join that. If you would like more than that, and you would like my trade signals, like I give today on Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, if you would like access to numerous tutorials to help you learn how to trade, and you would like direct access to me, as in you can ask me questions, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. And finally, guys, right now, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, you get discounts and entry into these things. All right. And also, why not become a Simply Forex YouTube member? Yeah, there's many perks for doing so. Check it all out. Right, Brett would like to look at gold, and we got US dollar news as well. Okay, yeah, we got initial jobless claims coming out shortly. Okay, so we'll play guess the news game, and then we'll take a look at gold. Okay, so let's well, we can stay on. Let's have a look at euro US dollar. We just want to look at a pair where we can see the US dollar reaction, and we will play guess the news game. I know it's exciting, so yeah, we'll play that shortly. And I'll look at oil very shortly, the black gold. We will look at that shortly. Hamed, I was thinking exactly like you and asking myself, if the silver shows a sell, why doesn't gold confirm? Okay, Hamed, so good. You're asking yourselves the right questions about silver and gold, but my inclination would be to sell silver. But obviously, right, let's look at silver. Silver and gold are paired with the US dollar, right? Mustn't lose sight of that. So this US dollar news coming out in under about a minute is obviously going to impact this. So it'll be interesting to see what the US dollar news does to this silver trade, and we'll keep an eye on it and see the reaction. Okay, so we've got another question here from Connor. All right, so we've got some good questions, guys. Connor, I will look at that question as well very shortly. We're just going to wait for the US dollar news to come out. Yeah, it's all employment data. Okay, so we've got initial jobless claims. Oh, and we've got Philly Fed manufacturing. Okay, let's go back here and we'll play guess the news game. Right, we've got 30 seconds. Has anyone got a joke? Any good jokes? Write them down in the live chat, and then I can impress my friends with your joke down the pub. It better be good. And then we'll get back to all of your questions, guys. All right. So, right, let's just take a quick look at this then. We've got the news in 5 seconds. Okay, so again, pretty muted reaction there. If anything, we've been seeing a bit of US dollar weakness there. Let's have a look at US dollar, Canadian dollar. There we're seeing US dollar strength. That's strange. Let's have a look at New Zealand US dollar. All right, very muted news, guys, right? Let's have a look at pound US dollar. Right, I'm going to say the news was as expected. Yeah, that's not much of a reaction. Let's have a look at euro US dollar, because that also come off the back of an interest rate. Okay, I'm going to say US dollar was, the news was as expected. Yeah, as expected. Let's have a look. Okay. So that's what's happened, right? We've got one that is worse than expected, right? We've got the 3-star rating that is worse than expected. But we also have the other 3-star rating, which is far better. Look at that, 2.7 to 13.9. That is a huge beat on expectations. That alone should give the US dollar strength, but we've got this bad initial jobless claims. All right. So more people are claiming unemployment, right? So bit of a mixed bag there for the US. And then you can see that in the charts, guys. We're just seeing nothing, right? We're just seeing nothing with that reaction. Let's go back to silver. Yes, very, very muted. So the news has been very anticlimactic today. I just like saying that word. Right, we've got a couple of questions here. Right, let's start with black gold, and then Connor will get to your question as well. So let's start with oil. Oil has been, yeah, technical terms, all of them. You'll know what I mean by the day chart, right? Yeah, see what I mean? I haven't lost my marbles, guys, but that is the price action. Now, this is tricky, right? Because weekly, again, this weekly candle hasn't finished, right? But weekly, you would buy this, right? Well, I would buy it, yeah, right? Because we are in an uptrend. Higher highs, potentially higher lows here, maybe, right? And we also know that what was once resistance becomes very good support. And not only have we got horizontal support, look at the moving average 20. We've got that dynamic support in here. So that on the weekly chart is a beautiful level for buying, right? It is beautiful level for buying. And just look at the candlesticks. They're all buying candlesticks. That's bullish. That wick is bullish. And so far, this weekly candle is bullish. So if I only traded the weekly chart, I would buy gold back up to this 86 level, right? Makes sense, yeah? But if you look at the day chart, and it is quite a big but, okay, got to be careful who you say that around, because this is in a downtrend. Only just, right? But the body of that candle broke the low of that candle. So we are getting lower highs, lower lows. But weekly is telling us to buy. So it's become tricky because you're getting that conflict. So, yeah, it's tricky, right? And you're pretty much at daily resistance right now. But look at that daily candle and how it pushed off that weekly level here. This is that weekly support I was talking about. And look at that reaction. I mean, to trade this aggressively, right, you could start buying now. Put your stop loss below here and look to take price higher and just trade the weekly chart. But I like to be with daily trend. Okay, so what I would like to see, guys, really, you know, is a break of structure. Maybe we get something like this. Yeah, we get a break of the last highs, probably wait for a break of this level as well. And then I would want to buy gold. Because to be honest with you, even though this is in a downtrend, right, I do not want to sell into that weekly resistance, weekly support. And I do not want to sell into that candle here. That's so bullish. Yeah. So oil is really tricky. Yeah, because you've got that contradiction. But yeah, if I get a daily break of structure, something like that, bang, I will definitely look to buy oil and take it back up. If we zoom out, you can still see there's plenty of room. You know, even if we did get a break of this high, there's still plenty of room to move into up to this 86 level. Yeah, tricky price action that on oil. It's oil can be so beautiful to trade, right? It gives you really nice setups sometimes. You get nice retraces and then you can trade. But then the thing with oil is it's so susceptible to macroeconomic news. Like if there's there's a war, or well, there is conflict going on. But, these conflicts have big impacts on oil, or, the electrical car industry has a big impact on oil. Right, it's very susceptible to news in that way, and OPEC is like the oil gangsters, right? And they pretty much can control price, so that makes oil tricky as well. Right, we've got a question here. Connor, hi Tom. Do you ever trade overextended price action on pairs, meaning price is very overextended to one side and there is a high probability of a retracement? So I understand what you mean, Connor, right? So let pound CAD, right, is a perfect example, right? Look how overextended pound Canadian dollar is. Right, we don't need to get out the RSI, but let's get out the RSI, okay, the relative strength index. Okay, now we know on RSI above this 70 level, this dotted level right here, things are overbought or overextended, to use the same terminology as Connor. So it's very overbought, okay, and if it's below 30 and it's down here, it's very oversold, right? That's what RSI is for. People also use it for divergence and things like that, right? So I'm going to remove RSI. We don't even need the RSI I don't need it to tell me that's overbought, right? So let's delete that. And Connor's question is basically, do I ever trade against trend? Yeah, because the day chart is clearly in an uptrend, right? Clearly. And just, almost like physics, gravity, I'm being silly, but, price has to retrace, right? This is not going to go up forever, right? It just won't. Yeah, it will retrace at some point. How big a retracement we get, whether it retraces to here and goes up, or it retraces down to here and goes up, you're going to get a retracement. Okay, so if you think about that, the best time to trade against trend is when it's very overbought or overextended, right? For me, I don't want to do that, because as soon as I go against daily trend, I am reducing the probability of my trade. That's as simple as I see it, right? And again, keep things simple. Don't overcomplicate it. If I'm against daily trend, the probability of the success of my trade diminishes, decreases, okay? Having said that, right, this is very overbought, and the things that I would be looking for in order to take a sell trade are the following, right? So on the day chart, I would at the very least need to see, let's say we saw a big, bearish red candle like this, right? This is a red candle. I'm coloring it in. If we saw a big bearish red candle like this in a very overbought area, then the trade becomes more appealing. For example, I don't want to sell this bullish candle, right? I don't want to sell that. It's too bullish. But if we get a big bearish candle, I would consider selling it, right? Then we also need price action on the lower time frame. So if we go down to the H4 now, just with this example, you can see we're at a really nice level, potentially for buying, right? H4 structure is in this uptrend, and it's literally at the moving average 20. This is potentially a nice buying opportunity. But in answer to your question, I would need to see a structure break. Maybe something like this happens, right? And then we get bang, we get a break on the H4, right? Then I would have to see that at an overbought area to consider sells. right? If we look at the H1, that's probably already broken down. Yeah, so it has. You know, you can see price started to break down here, really. I mean, this is where we're at. But it's at such an important H4 level. So, yeah, that's what I would need to see, right? Price very overbought, this is in a selling situation. Price is very overbought. We get a very bearish daily candle, and we see structure breakdown on the lower time frames. To be honest, it's similar to my Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade. Okay, if we go back to this trade, guys, right? You know, at this point, let's go back a day, right? At this point, yeah, price is very overbought, very, yeah. It's just price has been coming up, yeah. Now, I'm not interested because we've just got bearish candles, right? There's no appeal to me there, right? One day later, bang. Now this trade is appealing because we're also at a weekly level. Let me just show you the weekly level. Yeah, this is the trade. I'm actually in this trade. I'm selling Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. So I also saw this, you know, is that a potential break of that low, right? Even if it wasn't, right, this is such a bearish candle at a weekly level, right? And this sort of smells of liquidity hunting up here, right? And now price is coming crashing back down. And if you think of the moving average 20 as the average, we've still got a bit of room to move into here. So this is why I took Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. If we go back to real time, this is where we're at, right? And I got in on the H4, and so far so good. I got in here, yeah, and my stop's up here, and I'm looking to take price to here, if not lower. And guys, remember all of my trade ideas. I give you my entry, my stop loss, my target, everything in the VIP Trading Academy. So please check out the link and come join us for that. So yeah, it's similar to what you're suggesting, Connor. Yeah, no problem, Connor. I hope that helps. Right, guys, I would like to thank everyone. Yeah, and guys, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Smash the notification button and smash the like button. It really helps support the vid, and it means we can keep doing these live streams, guys. So please do that. Also, don't forget to join our free Discord channel. Check out the VIP Trading Academy. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you again soon.